Hello everybody, I am Khazana and I would like to thank everybody who came here all the way.
People that are here, right to my immediate left is Shailesh Gangwani, and he is one of the partners in this wonderful establishment. And sitting next to him is his lovely bride, also one of the partners as well, Rashmi Gangwani. The gentleman in the middle, I don't know who he is, but we'll introduce him later. But to his left, we have, again, one of the partners, Kultaran Man, and his lovely bride is here, Samir Jyoti. There you are. And so she's here as well. And then to the very far end, we do have Mr. Rajiv Matta. He is the CEO of SK Restaurants, and SK Restaurants is Mr. Sanjeev Kapoor, and that is the gentleman right in the middle who prepared a wonderful presentation, and he's here with us. Thank you very much to all five of you for being here. The four of you have no choice, but Sanjeevji, thank you very much for being here. So I do want to, what we're going to do is we're going to give each of our speakers a couple of minutes to speak, and then we will open it up for Q&A. So if anybody has any questions, and these wonderful folks are here to answer them. And then we will end this with a wonderful lunch.
Just to introduce myself, I'm Shailesh Gangwani, and this passion of getting into a restaurant industry came to me when I moved to New Zealand. That was the time when I thought I would be opening Chef Sanjeev Kapoor's restaurant. Chef Sanjeev Kapoor is he has redefined the Indian cuisine. How he started was presentation. Food is what you see from your eyes, then you smell with the nose, then you eat with the tongue. So the person who redefined the Indian cuisine is Chef Sanjeev Kapoor, and that's how I got into getting into the restaurant industry. When I came here in 2008 first, just for a visit, I saw in Canada how the food industry works. So that inspired me to open or start with the restaurant. Sanjeev Kapoor's restaurant or his recipes, they're all like building up a Rolls Royce, a partnership. It's all engineered. Everything goes with the R&D. It's nothing, it's just cooked. He himself is on top of every recipe which is coming out. And the good thing about it, all across any of his restaurants, any of his recipes would be so standardized, like Rolls Royce, part of it. You'll be getting similar everywhere. So that's how his food is, and we needed this kind of a restaurant in North America, on this part of the world. So here is the opportunity of Chef Sanjeev Kapoor's Khazana and the grand launch for Chef Sanjeev Kapoor's restaurant.
Very good. Thank you very much, sir.
Hello everybody, I am Kultaran Man, and I would like to thank everybody who came here all the way to celebrate the auspicious occasion of grand launch of Khazana. And I express my gratitude to Mr. Sanjeev Kapoor, who has shown his trust in us, lend his expertise, lend his name, lend his people to us, so that we can bring his brand, his name, first time in North America. He's the person who had shown the world that the spices are not just flavor. They are the awakeners, they are the healers, they are the communicators. So I will give you a little bit example that in India, if you can ask a small kid or a school going girl or 80 years old guy, tell me you are a superstar of India, somebody will say okay, Salman Khan, another person will say Shah Rukh Khan, another one will come back and say Amitabh Bachchan. But if you ask about the chef, do you know any chef from India? The only name will come up as Sanjeev Kapoor. And he's right here with us. And we welcome him, and thank you everybody for coming here and enjoying this beautiful day with us. Thank you so much.
truth be told, when Rashmi and her wonderful mom and dad are here all the way from India for this very special occasion, I think Sanjeev brought them here. They traveled together, I'm sure, and he took good care of them. But I asked, I think the real reason why Shailesh opened up the restaurant because Rashmi can't cook. So he said, I need to eat something. So he decided to open up a restaurant. Speaking of Rashmi, I'm in very big trouble. I don't think I'll ever be invited back here again. Oh, she cooks very well. Oh, that's her wonderful daughter. Saying that she just has to say that.
Thank you for standing by me.
So anyhow, Rashmi, it's all yours.
Thank you, Jake. First of all, you're doing a great job. You're just kind of seaming it all together so well. And our gratitude and the due thanks to everyone who's present here, the media, all the guests, the invited people, from our guests from Montreal. So thank you for coming here. And a very special better half of Chef Sanjeev Kapoor, Leona Kapoor. She's just a lovely person that I met only yesterday, and I seem to have known her for years. Thank you for being here. And thank you to Chef Sanjeev Kapoor. All I can say for him is, तुम जहाँ धर दो कदम वो राजपथ है, पाँव तुम्हारे देखकर दुनिया चलेगी, इस सदन में तुम अकेले ही दिया हो, जब चलेगी रोशनी बस तुम ही से। Thank you for being the inspiration, the light, and the lamp for today. And what I can say about Khazana, I guess Khazana is for all of us the dream accomplished. It's a dream come true for us, and I guess it's going to get bigger and better from here. Looking forward to the future of Khazana in Toronto and across. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next speaker is the gentleman who runs the whole operation. Sanjeev Kapoor is the great iconic chef, and the man behind the business aspect is Mr. Rajiv Muttan. Thank you very much for being here, CEO of SK Restaurants.
Thank you, Jay. Welcome to Khazana Brampton. Sanjeev, Leona and I are excited to be here to welcome you at this Khazana. Our brand presence is there now in more than 10 countries, more than 40 cities, 60 operational restaurants, and as Sanjeev said during his demo, that the first restaurant that we ever did was Khazana. That was in Dubai way back 20 years. When Shailesh and Rashmi contacted us at the end of the last year, and we started talking about it, and when we saw this place, there was no looking back after that. And then there were a lot of initial issues of staffing and so many other things, but we, Shailesh and Rashmi and Mr. Man, were so positive in everything that we could overcome everything, and today what you see is an excellent piece of work. Thank you, Shailesh. Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you, Mr. Man. And we need your support, we need your blessings, and this is just the beginning. As Jake said, this is the first restaurant in North America, and what we foresee many more. Thank you so much.
Very good, Rajiv. The iconic chef, as far as I'm concerned, in the world, Mr. Sanjeev Kapoor.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. I can only say that whatever I have done in my life, I do it with all my heart, and everything that I do, I always want to surprise myself. I always want to outdo myself, and that's how I became a chef. I probably I didn't know who a chef was when we were growing up. We had no clue who a chef was. हम तो डोसा भी पंजाब स्वीट हाउस में खाते थे, तो हमें तो कुछ पता नहीं था कि शेफ कौन होता है, what is the meaning of a chef. So I just wanted to do something different, wanted to be someone different, और वो करते करते बस रास्ता कहाँ तक लेके जाएगा किसी को पता नहीं था, मुझे भी पता नहीं था, क्योंकि नॉर्मली जब मैं कुछ काम करता हूँ, जब शुरुआत करता हूँ, तो ऐसी चीज़ों में शुरुआत करता हूँ जब रास्ता होता ही नहीं है. एंड I always believe that to do true and defining work, you don't need to walk on a path, you need to create a path. You don't need to just do something, you need to lead so that many can follow what you do. And I'm glad that with this restaurant, our brand has taken the leadership to be in this part of the world. It has taken us many years to reach here, but अब कनाडा इतनी नज़दीक तो है नहीं, पर अब शुरुआत हुई है, तो शुरुआत जो है देखते हैं कहाँ पर हमें लेके जाती है। इतना कह सकता हूँ कि जो भी हम करेंगे सच्चाई के साथ करेंगे, whatever we would do, we'll put in our best, and these are not just words. I don't believe in मैं बड़ी बड़ी चीज़ों में, बड़ी बड़ी बातों में विश्वास नहीं करता। I follow few basic principles of life, the value system that has been given to me by all my elders, my parents. I believe that those are the most important and treasured things in my life, and I just follow those things. और क्योंकि ये यहाँ पर इतने कल से मैं देख रहा हूँ रश्मि जी के पिताजी आए हैं, वो उनको मैं लेके आया हूँ, बिल्कुल सही बात है, लेकिन उन्होंने मतलब कल शाम से वो इतने सारे चीजें सुनाई हैं, इतने सारे जोक सुनाए हैं, इतने सारे छंद सुनाए हैं, तो कुड़ी शुरू हो गई है उनसे। मतलब मैंने सोचा था कि एक अब मतलब ये भी हो गया तो मैं भी सुनाऊंगा जी, अब तो मैं भी कुछ सुनाऊंगा। चलो मैं भी मतलब एक सोचता हूँ कि क्या मेरी इतनी अच्छी मेमोरी और ऐसा वो नहीं है मुझे, पर जो हरिवंश राय बच्चन जी की कुछ पंक्तियां वो मैं सुनाने की कोशिश करता हूँ। मेरी याददाश्त आपके जैसी नहीं है, बट फिर भी कोशिश करता हूँ कि लड़ाई में हारना तब जरूरी हो जाता है जब लड़ाई अपनों से हो। जंग में जीतना तब जरूरी हो जाता है जब लड़ाई अपने आप से। लड़ाई में हारना तब जरूरी होता है जब लड़ाई अपनों से हो। जंग में जीतना तब जरूरी हो जाता है जब लड़ाई अपने आप से हो। मंजिल मिले ना मिले ये तो मुकद्दर की बात है, हम कोशिश भी ना करें ये तो गलत बात है। I can only say कि आप लोगों की blessings की जरूरत हमें हमेशा रही और आगे भी रहेगी। And I can say one thing that यहाँ पर जितनी भी चीजें ठीक हो रही हैं, होती रहेंगी, they will always be because of all the hard work of the team, which includes the local partners here and our team, whether here or back in India. So जितनी भी सारी चीजें अच्छी होंगी उन्हीं की वजह से होंगी, उसके बारे में मुझे जानने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। अगर कुछ भी कभी भी कुछ कहीं गलत हो तो सिर्फ मेरी वजह से होगा, तो मेरे पास जरूर पहुंचाइएगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच। डेफिनेटली फील वेरी गुड कि जो कुछ करने की सोची थी उसमें कुछ कर पाया हूँ। एंड आई डोंट थिंक दैट ऐसा कुछ मतलब होता है कि ये मेल फीमेल ये पुरानी चीजें हो गई। आई डोंट थिंक दैट इज एनी लॉन्गर। मैं कपड़े भी बहुत अच्छे सिलता हूँ। बिल्कुल सही बात है। So definitely it's since he's very young, he is very progressive, and I know through my friend here Paul, who's come from Montreal, that the progressive young PM that is there, who's very liberal in his thoughts and actions. I would expect him to just walk in and be the normal Canadian and let us do our job of surprising him with all the goodness that Indian food, the way we eat back in India. I know that there is a visit of his that is being planned in February. I think he will be visiting India, and I was only informed yesterday that I may have to do something for that, but let's see. So I would be happy not to welcome him just here, but in India also, and I guarantee that we will make sure that he, the way he is representing all Canadians, we also represent whole of India through our food here, and we would like that visit to happen as soon as possible.
Very good.
Today, the way Indian food is, it's become very popular, and it is naturally in numbers. I can easily say that it's much bigger than French food globally. 1 in 6 person in the world is an Indian, and what they eat is so over the absolute size also. That definitely it's growing at a much faster pace, but I think the history that we have is, I think that there are not too many cuisines in the world which have such rich tradition like Indian food. We try to bring in all the goodness of Indian food that was years ago, centuries ago, and we blend it with the relevance of today, what people should be eating today, and taking care of not just their palate, not just take care of their senses, but also the soul. So we try and address that, and I'm sure that the way Indian food is growing in popularity globally, Khazana restaurants would be an important part in that promotion of Indian food globally, and you would see that when we cook our food, it's not what Indian restaurants used to be, all oily, greasy Indian food that used to be there. So times have changed, so has India, and I think it's time for the global restaurants, global Indian restaurants to also represent Indian food in a right way. And that's where we believe we take the lead, and we'll continue to do that.
Okay, thank you very much. Anybody else?
Want to always work in a consistent way, and we have standard operating procedure for everything. All our, not just recipes, the way you walk in and the way you're greeted to, the lighting to music to everything, we have standard operating procedure for that, and in that we have defined materials, specifications of everything. So even the how many tomatoes, what kind of ripeness, what kind of firmness, what kind of, so it's not just spicy, everything is predefined, and we try and match to that. As far as our masalas are considered, we are very boutique company in size. We don't do it in a big way. We do it in a very small controlled way, and we distribute that in Canada, in US, in other parts, but in a very selective way. But we would be looking at growing that soon. Having said that, I've just developed a whole range of spices for tatas. So that's being done in a very large way. So that's something which I would contribute, keep on contributing, no matter whether it's mine or somebody else's. So for me, the excitement is of creating new things, no matter for who it is. So I enjoy that process, and of course our commitment to our brands definitely is to use best quality spices. Having said that, no matter where I go, I always talk to the team. It may not be my restaurant, but I will always tell them what is best, how should they do it, what it is. So for me, whether it's my business, whether I own it or not, is somebody else's, I would always try to make it better.
To clarify, I've eaten many times in your restaurant in Dubai.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Are you fondly called Gino?
Eugene.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I always have to respect what is locally available. Even if it changes, that means that's okay, because you should not push it so much. So rather than transporting everything and adding carbon miles and adding to that whole thing, it's better to use what is locally produced and try and get things, create something traditional from that, rather than trying and be so fussy with it, I would say. So my philosophy is to use as much things that are locally produced. And good thing for Canada, and this is something which I always tell people, Canada, one of the luckiest things that is there. One of the issues globally in coming years would be water, and Canada has so much water, fresh water. Wow, lucky you.
Yes, we do. Thank you very much. Indeed, we have another question here.
But whatever you get to eat, you pay for it. Nah, just kidding.
You scared all of us. Do you know how cheap we are in the media? Why do you think all of us are here? We came for lunch. No, I'm kidding. Sanjeevji, thank you very much for being here. Rajivji, you as well. Thank you, sir, very much for being here.
As a poet, I culminated all in one little couplet that I thought was appropriate for the occasion. And of course, you all are welcome to lunch with us without payments. So the only thing that I would like to say is to culminate is कुछ कर गुजरने की कसम हमने खाई है, कुछ कर गुजरने की कसम हमने खाई है, इस ज़मीं के ज़र्रे ज़र्रे से आवाज़ें आई है, नहीं होंगे उदास, हताश और निराश, काफिला बंद संग संग चलने की कसम हमने खाई है. क्या
Yeah. Everybody look this camera, please. Thank you very much. This camera. Ready?
Okay, so we're done with the... Thank you very much, Sanjeev. You stay. And so next on the...